DC Multiverse!
So there has been a few really interesting additives to the Bat family over the past few years. Miracle Molly, the Clown Hunter, Punchline, and also Ghostmaker. A character whom highly skilled in pretty much every martial art, fantastic with the katana blades, having a seamlessly endless bank account, looking kinda like a ninja. I'm super stoked to be able to review the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Air Bunny's Future State Ghostmaker. And I say Air Bunny's because I don't think he was in Future State. His first appearance was in Batman issue 100, right at the end of the Joker War. So the box art for this, same as always, black, white, and blue. Hello big window, hello name on the side. And the back has a great big digital rendering of the figure. Out of the package, the Ghostmaker comes with a trading card and a figure stand, of course, and also the accessories of two bladed weapons. I believe one's a wakizashi and the other one's a... I don't remember. As a kid, I called these things katana blades. Dude is a fantastic looking figure. He's a new design. I don't think we've ever seen a character in the DC universe that looks quite like this guy, and never anybody in the Bat family that looks like this guy, like ever. I feel like Ghostmaker is the kind of additive to the DC universe that if you put your mind to it and try to be creative and come up with something really interesting and new, well, you can succeed. Looking at three different angles of this figure, some people may say he looks a bit weird as far as body proportions, and I would disagree. I think that he looks pretty much just like the comic book art that he was originally based off of. Here's a close-up of the trading card, same as the back of the box, and here's a look at the back. You got the data file. Here is what the longer sword looks like. You got the stitching in the hilt of the sword, and the blade looking all slicey. And the shorter one is pretty much the same, just shorter. Behind his cloak here, you'll find the scabbards for both of them, and they fit in there. Let's see how well they fit. Yeah, that's alright. And what about the next one? Yep, they fit nicely. I do kind of wish that, you know, the scabbards were finished all the way around and not just from the back so they look cool, because this kind of does take away from the visuals of the figure. As for the figure close-up, the textures, and the basic look, I think that McFarlane with this one really did a good job. You got his little Ghostmaker symbol, his emblem, right there on the shoulder pauldron. You got another shoulder pauldron here. And these pauldrons, you got the wrist gauntlets as well. They're clearly meant to be also battle damaged. You have his chest armor right here. The straps that go around. Now in the comic book, these are actually like lit up kind of blue, so I may customize those, but they look pretty good. You've got his mid area with the straps that come down. Proper texturing all over this figure too. You got the groinal area, like the crotch guard, I guess you would call it, the metal cup so that he can take a bowling ball to the groin. You've also got these here big pants, and I like that. This is a really interesting design feature. And then you got the shoes here, the sandally boots, and you got the cloak. The cloak has some nice texturing to it as well. I really think that they have done a beautiful job on this Ghostmaker figure. This is probably so far visually one of the best ones of this year, I think, my opinion. And the face sculpt as well, that looks pretty much like his helmet. They did a great job, again, just like with the rest of the figure. As for his articulation, I know that the torso is definitely... Oh, well, that's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Now, getting him to crouch down, just don't expect it, because, I mean, this is hard plastic, and this is what the figure looks like. So you would have had to break up this piece of his armor, and that wouldn't have looked good. So actually, I'm okay that this guy doesn't go forward that much, but every other way in the torso, he is just fantastic. The waist is clearly going to also have that 360 swivel. The shoulders, what do they do? Well, the shoulder pauldrons are kind of mushy, and the arm goes up as far as it would anyway, regardless of the pauldron on that side, and also, yeah, on that side. You have a bicep swivel. We know what it's going to do, 360. Double jointed crunchy elbows, very nice. You've also got the wrists. They're on that rounded hinge there that are behind the gauntlet, so you really don't see the ugly balls in his wrist. Will that impede the articulation? Probably. Do I care? Not really. The head is on that rounded barbell joint. Very, very good. Nothing down the bottom of the neck. And then down here, yep, that's what you expect to see with these guys. Now this, I haven't touched his knees yet. I am actually really interested to see how these articulate. Oh, let's do this first. Okay, nothing like that. Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay, so he has big fat hinges in the back. Can you see that? Big hinges, so they crunch like that, and that's as far back as they go. And I realize why. That's to keep the aesthetic of the pants. They do, however, rotate, which is nice, and this might look like there's articulation below it, but there's not. It really is just what you got in the knee there, and there's no anything else until you get down to the ankle. And again, as is Todd's new kind of thing, his habit is to try to make the rounded joints, for the most part, look a little bit like they're part of the suit, so they don't just stand out like a sore, ugly, round thumb. Here he is with some more characters of the Bat family. You've got a Batman in there, a Nightwing, a Robin. I've thrown a Tim Drake in as well. Maybe a Catwoman, possibly a Red Hood. And we can't forget Batgirl. And here's a group shot of the lot of them together. And as you can see, the Ghostmaker fits right in. He's pretty much in scale, more or less. So how is it that I think about this Ghostmaker figure? You know what? I really like him. You've been here the whole time. I've been gushing over it. This is one of the times that, in my opinion, Todd knocked one out of the park. Sometimes they're pretty good, sometimes they're pretty crap, and other times they achieve DC Multiverse greatness. And this, in my opinion, is one such figure. And you know what? That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, found it an interesting, insightful, useful waste of time, and I will see you with the next one. Have a fantastic, super awesome DC day, everybody, and take care. Bye for now.